morning, everyone, and welcome to HCC's Up to the Minute Live. I'm Andrea Bonner, chair of HCC's Consumer Arts and Sciences program, and I am here with my co-host, Benjamin Escobar, who's going to show everyone how to find us today.
Yes, we are live on the Houston Community College District Facebook page, not HCC, but Houston Community College District. We're also on YouTube, X, LinkedIn, and on HCCTV. We're going to cast rebroadcast of this show at noon, 5 and 10 p.m. Monday through Friday.
Thanks, Benji. Today, we're helping to launch this year's Real Journey International Student Ambassador Program with Dr. Nithy Sevanthinathan, who's the director of HCC's International Student Services, and Hawa Moriba, HCC International from Sierra Leone and Student Ambassador. But first, for Tasty Tuesday, we're visiting with an instructor, one of my favorite people, who appeared on Next Level Chef, Chef Mariah Scott, who's a full-time culinary arts instructor for HCC's Consumer Arts and Sciences Center of Excellence, and Next Level Chef contestant. Chef Mariah, welcome to the show.
Thank you so much for having me. Good morning.
Good morning. And I see Mariah all the time. So this is like, hey, Chef Mariah. We're looking forward to hearing all about HCC's a la carte program, including your celebrity stint with Gordon Ramsey. I know a lot of people want to hear about that. But first, let's begin with HCC's a la carte program and what makes it such a unique learning experience for students and the community.
Yeah, so a la carte is a course that is like nothing other that we offer in the culinary program at HCC, where the students actually have the opportunity to take all of their fundamentals, all their techniques that they learned in previous classes, and to actually apply those in real life action of serving the public. So it is a fast-paced restaurant operation where every week there's rotating menus that are seasonal. And they tap into the different fundamentals that students learn from previous semesters. So the students come in, they learn the recipes, the menus, and they basically execute, and they serve it weekly to our guests that purchase tickets. So it is a 5 to 6 course menu every week, and it's offered to the general public, so people can come in and actually experience food that's prepared by Houston City College culinary arts students.
That's amazing. And of course, I know all about it because I'm there almost every week. But how do the rotating menus and themed dining experiences reflect real world restaurant experience? How does that show up?
Absolutely. So there's one thing to learn how to build a sauce or make a soup, but there's another thing of where you have time restraints, and being in the restaurant industry or even in the hospitality industry, it's all about timing and executing things with fine technique and being able to work in groups and different personalities. So having all these different fundamentals that students may not have under a regular instruction in a classroom, they're getting that in a la carte by having these real life pressures. As far as with the menus, students are getting real life experiences and tapping into different ingredients. My background is more so of international cuisine. So I like to build that with our menus and open up different ingredients to our students. So they're not only learning the foundation of culinary, which is French, but they're also learning Asian ingredients, different sauces from the Middle East, how to do different smoking techniques. So it exposes them to different aspects, and also helps them to figure out what way and what path they want to go into in the culinary industry.
I love that. And I know one day I came into the kitchen and you were over a pot stirring octopus. And I was like, okay, Chef Mariah, are we having that for a la carte today? I can't remember if it was a la carte or not, but I love that you are infused so many different techniques and menus from all around the world. So the students, when they leave, they have that real world experience. So it's a great experience. And last thing, and it's not on the script, is this is a restaurant, but not a restaurant. I always ask that question when people come in, because they can literally hear you in the background yelling and talk in a nice way, but it's instruction. So talk to us a little bit about that actually being a learning environment.
Oh yeah, absolutely. So a la carte, I like to basically give them the simulation what to expect when they do go out into the field. And it is about, culinary is based off of, it's very militant, and the foundation is all about hierarchy in the kitchen. And so students learn the respect level, what it is to be a chef, with taking orders, working in groups. And so, yes, you do hear me in the kitchen instructing as well. So it's kind of a combination of instruction, hands-on, executing, where students are basically they're basically running the operation from front of house, from serving guests to learning how to do a fine dining service of simple syrup and iced tea to fresh herbs to back of house to plating desserts and coming up with creative presentations. So they're getting hands-on in every aspect of a restaurant operation.
That's great. Well, next question. I know a lot of people want to hear about this. So let's talk about your background as a celebrity chef. I always tell students, you know, you have a celebrity chef as a faculty member. What was it like to be on Next Level Chef with Gordon Ramsay?
Yes, so Gordon Ramsay, I was trained with, I mean, if I can handle Gordon Ramsay, I can handle anything. He's one of the toughest critiques and chefs out there.
Yeah.
So he definitely prepared me for my role at HCC. But being a celebrity chef, I've been in so many different kitchens. I've worked for a lot of very demanding people, a lot of celebrities that y'all have seen, but I've signed a lot of non-disclosures, so I can't really say a lot of the names. But it's really just pushed me and helped me hone my skills. I've had the opportunity to travel, which is why I'm able to take that and apply it with the a la carte courses as well. And just being in different environments and working in different kitchens, being a celebrity chef has really pushed me in different ways, for sure.
Well, great. Well, you've been active in building industry connections, and I'm familiar with those, but can you share how you've created outside opportunities for students through the various partnerships that you have, and one being Feed the Soul Foundation?
Yes, absolutely. So I'm big as far as with industry and community and building relationships. It was one thing, our industry is very small, it's very big, but it's also very small. And I really like to connect students with community partners so that if they do go out into the field, they have that support. And one of those community partners is Feed the Soul. And what they do is they work with marginalized students of minorities, of Latino and African American, and help to support them, whether it's through business, through providing classes. And this year, the students had the opportunity to work a celebrity chef dinner. And those students did such a great job that Feed the Soul offered those students a scholarship. And so that was one of the opportunities presented from that community partnership.
That's amazing. And we could talk all day, so we're probably going to have you back on because we didn't get to cover everything. But why is it so important for culinary students to have both the classroom training that you're giving them as well as the exposure to the real world events, the guest chefs, and the scholarship opportunities?
I think it's important for the students to get both in the classroom experience and outside with community because our industry, it is a team sport. You know, even though you are in the kitchen sometimes by yourself, you're really nothing without a team. And having that support in the industry of those questions or being able to tap into someone who's already had the business where you can ask them for different ideas, it takes a village. And so just having other people that have been in those places that you've been, I think are very important so that they're also nurturing their craft when they leave the classroom.
That's great. And kind of for our last question back to a la carte, how do you blend the cultural richness of Houston and your Southern roots into the global flavors of the menus that you provide?
Oh gosh, that's a great question. So Houston, you know, is one of the top 5 cities in the country, right? It's a melting pot. So we have a little bit of everything. You can literally go outside and eat 10 different cultures of cuisine down the street. However, it is the South. So you have that foundation of Southern cuisine. So it's just really respecting the different cultures that the city brings, but also having that foundation of what makes Texas so amazing, from barbecue to catfish to different, you know, caught shrimp that's local here. So still just paying homage to what makes the city great. And then also tapping into what makes the city special.
Well, Chef Mariah, we didn't even get to talk about you being a global tastemaker, but we all know that you are. But like I said, we're going to have you back on the show to talk a little bit more about some of those things. But thank you to Chef Mariah Scott, who's a full-time HCC Culinary Arts faculty, and she's the Next Level Chef. She was a Next Level Chef contestant. We'll have her information in the post after the show. But after a commercial break, Benji will be back to talk about HCC's renowned international program.
Why wait on your dream job? At Houston Community College, Tuition is only $33 per credit hour. With flexible schedules, over 100 programs, and campuses across Houston, HCC makes it easy and affordable. Your future for less. Houston Community College. Move your future forward.
This is my house. My parents helped build it. I can play, I can study, I can be safe with my family. This is my house. Visit habitat.org to find out how you can help more kids like me.
With over 1 million members, we know what people can do when they come together. We are Rotary. We are people of action. Find out more at rotary.org/action.
All right, we're back on Up to the Minute, and now we have Dr. Nithy Sevanthinathan, Director of HCC's International Student Services, and Hawa Moriba, HCC International Student Ambassador. Welcome to the show, Nithy and Hawa.
Thank you, Benji, for the kind introduction.
Of course, and congrats on your Real Journey campaign. Nithy, I'm going to start with you. Why has HCC been an important destination for F1 students, and what services do we provide to make that meaningful?
Well, Benji, thank you for asking that question. As you see, Professor Andrea just interviewed a culinary professor, and a global inclusion in the culinary world makes a world of difference in our students' journey. HCC has been an important journey for many, many international students, almost going to be 2 decades. And one of the key things is, as you can hear, the destination is very important because HCC provides a very meaningful opportunity to succeed. This is very important because every international student or domestic student asking the same question, can I afford a very meaningful education? And HCC provides that. With me, I have Hawa, who are better known as Zipporah, is a student who I selected her as the ambassador, a great student from Sierra Leone, and she will speak about her journey so far. And I know, I say this to many international student ambassadors, I'll be watching them closely because they're going to make a world of difference currently and in the future.
Yes, of course. We love all of our international students here at HCC, and it's so great to have such a diverse campus. It's just we have all cultures, like Chef Mariah said earlier. She's like, we're like a melting pot. So I feel like students who come here internationally, they can find their communities here in Houston. I mean, we're just a great city for that.
Absolutely.
I also understand that you're partnering with HCCTV to develop a Real Journey series of international student ambassadors for College of Choice. Why is that important?
Benji, this is very important. I always believe in talking about the real experience of student. As you can see, anywhere you go, that's the best place. Who calls that? I want the student to share their experiences from where they are, how they came here, what has been the journey, what's the classroom outcome. Documenting that and sharing to students and friends and family around speaks the truth about what the journey has been for them or will be, because it's very important. There are moments of frustration, but in the billboard, you can't see that. And there are moments of triumph, there are moments of success, there are moments of pain. And this is what we want to document because our student, our international student, have gone through all kinds of journey to come to HCC. And why not we share the truth? And this is what the real journey is going to be. I really feature, I really value, I really experience that gift from this international student. I value them tremendously because they are making a world of difference outside and inside the classroom. And I'm having these 5 ambassadors, and I have one this morning, Zipporah, for her to share that journey. And I'm sure our TV crew will go to different time of the journey of her, and documenting it and sharing it to the world will be a very powerful message. That's who we are. We are a community system.
Of course, and it's always great to share these stories. I mean, these are our students, man. I mean, they're,
Absolutely.
not only do they come here internationally to a whole country they've never been to before in some instances, and are trying to succeed with their education. And nobody said it was going to be easy. They go through
Correct.
some struggles, but this is a nice way to share that with our community. So tell us about 2+2 and how does that work?
So it's very important. Look, the way HEC is set up, I know the future of HEC is very fascinating, all right? As of right now, we have two bachelor's program. So it's very meaningful. As we always said, the historical formation of community college has always been access, affordability. So you combine that today, it's very meaningful. Some students will come and pursue ESL. Some students come complete the ESL and go in the year 1, year 2 of the program, and then continue year 3 and year 4. So now going forward under Houston City College, we can have all of them in one place.
Yeah.
So can you see the affordability? And I'm sure going forward, Houston City College will offer more bachelor's program, and that program will allow these students to succeed when they dream. They come and apply and meet all the requirements, and now they are pursuing a journey. In that journey, they can see the value, the meaning, and how the student's career will now move into the right pathway. So that's how the 2+2. As of right now, we have two programs in the bachelor side, and I'm sure going forward there are many more programs. And the key to all this is three factors. Factor one, that is key to a lot of students, including our international students, is the affordability. That's the key. Second, the smaller classroom. Third, qualified faculty, not qualified teaching assistant. So if you combine these three and pursuing that journey, isn't that the meaning of Houston City College unfolds to them?
Of course, I would say so. And thank you so much for sharing that with us, Dr. Nithy. And I want to bring Hawa into the conversation. So Hawa, tell us why you chose HCC and how has it been to be a student ambassador?
Thank you so much for having me.
Of course.
HCC actually resonates with my personality. The first time I set my eyes on the eagle, I was like, wow, an eagle? I've always looked at an eagle as something that resonates with my personality because I'm someone who is highly ambitious, determined. Immediately I saw the eagle, I just fell in love with the school to start with. And then I went through the websites, watched through their criteria. Everything was detailed in a very simple form. Even if I say a fourth grader would have tried to apply, would definitely go through those processes. Everything was so simple. I don't even need to like make calls to ask. It was like step by step. Do step one, you go to step two, step three.
Yeah.
So everything makes sense for me from the right beginning. And when I saw that eagle, I'm like, I'm going for this. I'm going for this. This resonates with me. And I vividly remember when I was in Kigali, that was 2022. I was traveling to Kigali and I opened my Snapchat. I wanted to take a photo. When I take a photo, I saw like a graduation gown. It was yellow and black. And immediately when I came to the state, I was looking out for college. I'm like, this is the college that, I am going, because like everything is just like giving me signs from the beginning to the end. So that was the reason why I selected Houston Community College. And the most part of it all, Houston Community College is one of the most affordable community college in the entire United States. Honestly, I did my research. I was comparing, it was way, way, way affordable. So yeah, that was the reason.
Awesome. And I don't mean to toot my own horn here, but I think we offer a lot of services for what we have. I mean, it's just great to have. And I want to move on to your academics. We're getting a little shorter on time, but just quickly, how do your stories in paralegal technology align with your focus in leadership?
It aligns with my leadership skills because back home when I was in Sierra Leone, I was into activism. We normally engage parliamentarians, custodians of law to advocate for girls and women to ensure that laws are passed, law are enacted to protect the girls of rights and young women. Sometimes engaging parliamentarians to enact law, we go through lots and lots of process. And even to have a vote, you see some challenges back and forth. So in my mind, I'm like, if I'm one of them, we are going to be the lawmakers. We are going to change policies. We are going to put things into effect. And that was what, driven my passion to read something that is related to legal studies and
Yeah.
ensure that my goals, can be met. Yeah.
Okay. Well, thank you. We're running out of time, and I wish we could have talked to you more about that, Hawa. I mean, I want to congratulate you for being here and being a student and student ambassador. So, also thank you to Dr. Nithy Sevanthinathan, Director of HCC's International Student Services, and you, Hawa Moriba, HCC International Student Ambassador. And we'll have all of y'all's info on our post after the show. Thank y'all so much for being here.
Thank
Benji,
you.
one last word. That's the future of HCC. Hawa is one perfect example, and there are
Yes.
many more on the road.
Thank you
you.
so much. Thank you so much.
Awesome. Thank you, guys. All right. Coming up next, we have a quick commercial break, but Andrea and I will return with some news and announcements. So stay tuned.
¿Por qué esperar para conseguir el trabajo de tus sueños? En Houston Community College, la colegiatura es de solo $33 por hora de crédito. Con horarios flexibles, más de 100 programas y campus ubicados en todo Houston. Inscribirse en HCC es fácil y accesible. Tu futuro por menos. Houston Community College. Impulsa tu futuro.
3,
Charlie, you're gonna be
4.
late.
Charlie.
Hey, Invisinerd. Wait!
Slow at work.
We can't live like this.
Innovation transforms the world, turning the status quo upside down. Innovation created a healthcare system that not only improves the lives of veterans, it transforms the lives of healthcare professionals with unique opportunities to work with industry thought leaders while serving our nation's heroes. The Department of Veterans Affairs, where innovation ensures those who served our nation are served by the very best. See how a career at VA can transform your future.
All right, Benji, we've got quite a few announcements here. So first, recipes for success, events for students. HCC students have great online resources from Student Life and the Academic Success Centers. These virtual events are coming up to help with their studies. So first, How to Win at Math. It's going to be noon today, Tuesday, September 2nd, and Learn How to Learn, which is going to be tomorrow at noon, September 3rd. So check our post after the show for more information and how to register.
Yes, and up next we have no Up to the Minute Friday. I wonder why. I think it's fall convocation, right? Yeah.
Yep.
HCC's faculty and staff are welcoming the new semester at our fall convocation with the Chancellor's theme. We are going to the moon.
All right.
The journey continues, because I know that was like the theme last time, right?
Yep.
Since HCCTV's crew works much of the event, Up to the Minute will not air.
Y'all can't do both?
Now, maybe we could try to do a pre-recorded show. We'll just say it's live.
Yep.
But best of episodes will run on HCC TV at its regular scheduled time of noon, 5 and 10 p.m. So convocation, again, that is happening September 5th on Friday. Registration is at 1 p.m. and 2 p.m. The program starts. And this is going to be at the NRG Center, so different from the last location. So again, no Up to the Minute will return Monday, September 8th.
All right, next, and we mentioned this last week when we had Chloe Dow on, the Sustainable Fashion Project with Chloe Dow and HCC's fashion department. As she announced last week on the show, HCC style star Chloe Dow is once again putting Houston's fashion scene on the map. And this time it's all about sustainability. The Project Runway Season 2 winner is teaming up with HCC and others for the Sustainable Fashion Project to transform discarded materials into chic wearable designs. The design deadline is September 19th, so that's coming up. And the fashion runway is going to be 11 a.m. to 1 p.m. on Saturday, September 27th. It's going to be at the Macy's Galleria. And check our post after the show for more information about that.
And next up, we have the Prisoner Experience in the Southeast Art Exhibit. HCC students have received a grant from the Library of Congress to explore connections between the historic Sugar Land 95 convict labor gravesite and contemporary mass incarceration. Their work includes digital collections, photographs, audio recordings, and documents. This exhibition runs through October 24th. It's at the Eastside Wedge Space, and the artist reception is actually taking place on October 2nd at 5 p.m. So check out our post after the show for more info.
Great. And then a dance performance, Playing with Time. This African dance event, choreographed by faculty member Julie Bata, is in partnership with the City of Houston and the Houston Arts Alliance. It's going to be on September 12th at 7:30 p.m. at the HCC Central MERS stage. Check our post after the show for more information.
And next up, we have fall registration continues. There's still time to register for fall classes, including Second Start. HCC classes are offered on a variety of programs, semester lengths, and modalities, including online anytime, online on a schedule, hybrid, in-person, and hybrid lab. To learn more about HCC program start dates and options to cover costs, visit hccs.edu/apply.
Coming up for Small Business Wednesday, we'll feature another winner from HCC's Business Plan Competition winners, and we'll visit with HCC's Geographic Information Systems program. That's GIS, an opportunity for students to sharpen their skills with classes in cartography, intro to GIS, web-served GIS, and more. Thanks for joining us. We'll see you next time.
Why wait on your dream job? At Houston Community College, tuition is only $33 per credit hour, with flexible schedules, over 100 programs, and campuses across Houston. HCC makes it easy and affordable. Your future for less. Houston Community College. Move your future forward.
If I could be you, and you could be me for just 1 hour. If we could find a way to get inside each other's minds. If you could see you through my eyes instead of your ego, I believe you'd be surprised to see that you've been blind. Walk a mile in my shoes. Walk a mile in my shoes. Yeah, before you abuse, criticize and accuse. Walk a mile in my shoes. Walk a mile in my shoes. Well, before you abuse, criticize and accuse. Walk a mile in my shoes.